Oh, oops. What's up, YouTube? So today I'm on an Aerox. Okay, so as I have said, this is very much like the NMAX. Although it rides and you see it differently on either bikes, but essentially it's a sportier. Well, supposedly it's a sportier NMAX. So okay, so first the looks. This definitely looks sportier than the NMAX, sporting a edgier design. So the NMAX is more of your casual, your older styles of motorcycles or scooters. Um, they are both 155cc scooters. As far as I know, they both have the same engine. It's a VV engine. That's a CVT. Okay. Okay. So one of the major differences between the NMAX and the Aerox are their tires. So I'm not sure what the stock tires are on the NMAX, but on this one it's 110/80 I believe in the front and 140/70 in the rear. Rim 14, excuse me. So it's a scooter size rim, but the tire sizes are a bit off. It's not your standard scooter size tires. Okay. So this particular unit that we got has an IRC front and rear tire. So I'm not expecting any performance. I mean, you get a scooter for convenience, for scooting around, for your daily commutes, your errands. They're not. You won't buy this one uh, for going fast around the canyon roads like you would with a sports bike or any performance bike. So it is still a scooter. A scooter is still a scooter. I mean, yeah. There are people who bring it to the canyon rides for some adventure, but a scooter is still a scooter. Okay, so one thing that I have noticed on this bike is the lack of brakes or the weak brakes. Uh, we've had this for about a month. We've been riding it on and off since that time, and we tried to break in or bed in the brakes as much as we could, but still after almost a month of ownership, yeah, the brakes are still weak. But hopefully it gets better down the line because my R3 took less than 2 weeks before it gets broken in. But yeah, but that's a different bike, and I get it. So hopefully it gets better from this point. Okay, sorry about that. Uh, just passed by my one of our friends, and I got my insurance. Anyway, let's try to take it to 100. Oops. Okay. It really feels like. It really feels like. So it really feels like an NMAX. Both the pickup and the speed. It feels like it. The engine response are relatively the same. Pretty flat. I don't sense any pickup of speed or RPM in any of the ranges. So, well, it's a scooter, so it's not really built for that. Anyway, um, I want to now I want to go on about the comfort and the riding position. So with the NMAX, it rides very comfortable. It's almost like a cruiser. it's built for the long rides. It's built for the touring. While this one is it's sportier. So with the Aerox, you sit high on the bike. Unlike the NMAX, it feels very low. You're seated quite low on the seat, and it's comfortable. Your legs are quite have a lot of room in forward. Unlike this one, there's barely any room, right? Well, it's still roomier, but still roomy, but it's unlike the NMAX. So yeah. Okay. So for okay. So for going around traffic, it feels this feels different than my R3 when I go through traffic. I mean, on my R3, it's I I know that bike. I can easily go through this. I can easily filter through lanes, but I guess I'm just not used to this bike. But yeah, see, the one benefit this has over my bike is uh, the amount of steering angle that it can. I mean that it has. I mean you can turn this pretty much 45 degrees. I think. Well, my bike can't do that, obviously. Uh, okay, so this max throttle. I barely hit. It took a while before I get to 80. So yeah. So yeah, you should not be looking for speed if you're getting this bike. That's for sure. But for comfort, for luggage space especially, scooters are the way to go, especially commuting. So and okay, so the tires feel adequate for the use it's intended for. Ouch, that front fork is really stiff. So that's one thing that I have noticed. The, the front forks on the Aerox is very stiff, as well as the rear. But the rear is not as bad as the front. The front is really stiff, especially for a bike that's designed as a commuter, as your everyday bike. This is very stiff. My artery feels like it's the commuter, and when you just in terms of the front forks, since that is very soft in comparison to this one. Um, so this one, depending on how you take bumps and potholes on the road, it may feel like it's bottoming out, but in reality, it's just very stiff. So, mo- ma- so you guys out there who has Aerox, you should try to look for solutions out there. Maybe because it could be a host of different problems or issues or reasons. It, it could be that the force itself is very sticky. I mean, it's getting stiction, if you know that term. It's either the forces are very tight, or there's not enough lubrication between the fork seals and the dust cover, or maybe the springs are too stiff. Oops, yeah, there it is again. Maybe the springs are too stiff for this bike or for the weight of the bike. So or either well it's never gonna be the oil because oil controls damping, not spring rates. Anyway, so I'll end the video here. I mean, the Aeros is a good scooter for its price. So if you're contemplating, if you're choosing between the Aerox and the NMAX, Just go to your dealership, go to your local dealership, and try to ride both, and see which one you like best. The NMAX is catered more for the long rides, for the touring, for going out on long journeys, on trips, adventure trips. While the Aerox is more on it has a sportier side of it, but it doesn't differ much from the NMAX. Okay, so guys, thanks for watching. See you guys around, and hope you subscribe, like, and share my video. Thanks. Bye.